Autumn, and welcome to another day of Vlogtober. I'm sorry it's so late that I'm making this video. I got up so early to go to my organic chemistry lab. Lasts way too long with the distillation we had to do, and then I had to go straight to work, and I'm just now getting home, so it's a little late. I'm sorry. I am making a video today, so don't be alarmed. So for today's video, I wanted to show you my vinyl record collection because I think it is a great thing that really sets a chill vibe in the fall when you have a record player playing and you have a candle lit, the lights are dim, maybe like a lamp or two. I think it really creates a nice tone for fall. So I want to show you my records. I don't have that many, I guess I don't really have that many. There's so many that I want, but I haven't had a chance to get them because they're kind of expensive, but these are the ones I do have. You know, quiet. And I love them, so I hope you guys enjoy. The first one, which is just gonna look probably black on camera, it's all scratched up and beat up looking. You can kind of see the logo there, is my Metallica album, and this has, you know, all the classics. This is like one of their best albums. You know, Enter Sandman, Don't Tread on Me, The Unforgiven, a lot of the really popular ones that everyone likes. I really like this album. I love classic rock, and my dad, when he got me my record player, he got me a bunch of classic rock vinyls, so this is one of them. Another that my dad got me when I got my record player is the Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack. This is so nice to listen to. I love Danny Elfman and how wonderfully he produces music, like, perfect. So this is really fun to play. I really enjoy playing this one a lot. I treasure this vinyl very much. Next, going back, you know, with the classic rock, we have Nirvana's Nevermind. This is a must-have if you have a record player. I feel like it is just so good. Any Nirvana vinyl, really. I love this. Another classic. Well, bam! Here we have Dark Side of the Moon. And I love Pink Floyd. I love Dark Side of the Moon. This is another one that I feel like if you have a record player, you have to have at least Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd. If you don't have any others, sure, but you have to have this one, I feel like. Next, I have the Orange is the New Black soundtrack because I got this on clearance. I thought it was interesting because I love the show and they have great songs on the show. However, I feel like the songs on here weren't that spectacular. Still enjoy listening to it from time to time. It's cool to have. Yeah, Orange is the New Black soundtrack. Next, I have the soundtrack from Fallout 4. As some of you may or may not know, Fallout is one of my favorite game series of all time. I think it's Bethesda's best game. I love Fallout, and I liked the soundtrack a lot in Fallout 4. I think it's quite beautiful. So this is a great one to play when you really just want to chill, you want to relax, you don't want to listen to anything heavy like some classic rock. This is the vinyl for you. Oh, praise. Next is one that my dad found at an antique store when we were together. This is such a good find. Such a good find. It is original, it is vintage, it is not a remake. This is the worst of Jefferson Airplane. And this has, it says the worst, but it has all of their classic songs. It has so many. And of course, you know, it has to have White Rabbit. That is my song. I do that at karaoke all the time. I love Jefferson Airplane. They're probably one of my favorite classic hippie rock sort of bands. I love Jefferson Airplane. I'd say this might be one of my top 3 vinyls that I own. Just the fact that it's vintage and it's real and we just happen to find it in the midst of a bunch of vinyls is just like so incredible. At the same store, sorry Athena, that I got these, they don't have like a case or anything. Shh. I have these superstars of the 70s, which is just like, I don't know, like your top hits. They are so upbeat. They're so much fun to listen to. This is a great one if you're like cleaning or you just want to, you know, feel some upbeat rhythm. I love this. I listen to these all the time. Next, I have Daft Punk's album. This is one of my favorite ones that they have produced, and this is probably the one that you are all most familiar with. It has so many great songs in it. Like, let's just look how cool that is. Love this one. This is also a pretty good chill one. Like some good background noise. Next, I have Alt J's album. I love this album. I love Fitz Pleasure and Something Good so much. He is amazing. Like, he's so incredible. Love this album. This is a good alternative album. Next, because I'm trash and I have to have some sort of pop that is current, every so often, I have Rihanna's older album. I like a lot of her current music too, but I mean, come on, classic Rihanna, like, come on, it's kind of the best. Piggybacking off of that, I also have Justin Timberlake's, one of his older albums. Like, oh, he is my husband. If you don't like some Sexy Back and Summer Love, like, you just need to get out. Like, his older music, you can't beat it. It's so good. Next, more classic rock. We have AC/DC, and I really hope you recognize this album. This is Back in Black. This is a must-have. I mean, come on. AC/DC, like, all their albums, really. Them, like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't have any Lynyrd Skynyrd or Def Leppard or any of those, but I feel like I need that. I'm trying to find some, but I do have AC/DC as well, so this is a pretty cool one. And surprisingly, I don't have any Kiss, and I love Kiss. Next, I have Torches by Foster the People. This is another great alternative album. This is probably one of my favorite alternative albums. I'm sure many of you know the Pumped Up Kick song, which is like my least favorite song on this album. They have so many other good songs. You have to listen to it. I love the art too. Like, this art is totally my aesthetic. I have these two vinyls that I got at Purity Ring's concert. Ugh, if you don't listen to Purity Ring, how are you even alive? This is their first album. This is their second. I saw them during this tour. I cried during this concert. And their vinyls look really cool. Look, it's clear. I just love that. Like, it's kind of everything. I know some people don't like them because they feel like this quality of the music isn't as good, but with today's technology, I can't tell a difference. And at that concert, Braids opened for them. They were one of the bands that opened for them, and guys, the range that woman can hit is unreal. Most of the songs that they played were from this album, and I got them to sign it, which is so cool too. Look at this. Like, isn't that awesome? I don't know, I just love this. Vinyls are so cool. A good way for bands to express themselves. These are amazing, and again, this is one of those things where if you know me, you know these are staples in my vinyl collection. I have the 25-year anniversary, I guess, if you will, Thriller album. I know the entire Thriller dance. Ooh, that would be a great video. Just a really nice vinyl that has like the picture of Michael Jackson, all the zombies. Love this vinyl, but what's even cooler is this one. Guys, I love all of Michael Jackson's music. I no joke know all the words to all the songs. I'm not even kidding. But I'd have to say, if I had a favorite album, it's Off the Wall. His old stuff is so good, and he sounds so happy. He's having such a good time. You can really feel his emotions in the music. Original album. My dad found this for a steal at a flea market. So awesome. And then last but not least, most recently added vinyls to my collection, and my dad got these in Austin, Texas. They're also really nifty because they're all vintage and legitimate. The first one, which I really hope you can recognize, Bam! The Beatles. Oh guys, another staple. These are in amazing condition. Whoever owned this before either barely listened to theirs or just took really great care of it, or both, because they look so pristine. And then, Dad also picked up I, Robot, the Alan Parsons Project. This is a great album, and you might be looking at this like I did it at first and be like, I know I've heard of them, but what exactly did they make? Look up this album and you will recognize almost all the songs. These are all classics. Third one that my dad got me while he was in Texas is a Jimi Hendrix album. Like, come on. Isn't this like so dope? Like, look at this. If this doesn't scream vintage and just cool, I don't know what does. This is perfect. There's so many that I want still, but I feel like these that I have are all staples that you have to have in a vinyl record collection. They're just, when you think of vinyl records, you think of old funk music, and you think of pop, well, classic pop, like Michael Jackson, and you think of classic rock, like AC/DC, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Kiss, Metallica, like you think Nirvana, you think of all those bands. So I think these are really cool to have. I have some that are just mellow, like orchestrated soundtracks, and I have some that are just jamming out, let's have a good time. And I think that's cool. I think that's such a fun thing to have in the fall to really just set the mood for your day and for your environment. Well, probably one of my best investments I've ever made. I totally recommend it. You guys need to get one. They're awesome. It's so fun to collect these and to go to vinyl stores or antique stores and be like, oh my god, a cool album. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry again for the late video, and I'll see you in tomorrow's. Bye!